Pushing the button, Mrs. Ryan.
Yippee!
Woo! Yep. Hi, Mrs.
Hi. Hello. You sounded like those Sesame Street yip guys.
I did
For
it
a
again?
second.
Oh, gosh. It's not intentional.
I love
There's
it.
always so many things. How you doing?
Great.
Yeah, me too. Welcome back, everybody else. Today is Wednesday, December 4th, 2019. Mrs. Ryan. My name is Jay Ryan. This is Nicole Ryan. We are the Ryans. And how does it feel to be in this decade? Your first full day.
I feel like I finally fit in a little bit.
I might know what you mean. You want to explain a little bit more?
For like between 20 and now I'm 40, like I just didn't fit. Like I was too young for some conversations and too old for the ones I was supposed to be taking part in. And like we don't have kids and
I know exactly what
our
you mean.
lives don't. It's weird. So I feel like I'm relearning real life again.
I think you're doing great. I'm sorry. I was thinking about other things as you did that, and I don't want to open that can of worms right now. But I'm very excited for you in general. I know what you mean in that I've always kind of fancied myself an old soul, and I only say that because I was told that so many times that I began to believe it, and then started to look into it. I feel like you are too. I have always felt that way. I feel like that's why we connected way back when we shouldn't have. I mean, we really didn't even get along much when we fell in love. If that's the truth. I mean, it's kind of a weird story.
We have a great weird story. Like we weren't the same people then, so it makes sense that we would butt heads.
It's so crazy from the first night, though. It's so crazy. So grateful. Look at us now. 10 years. I mean, it's almost 10 years later. May 31st of this year, it'll be 10 years.
That's pretty rad. I remember
amazing.
the first thing I said to you. Do you remember?
I don't know. Let's see. Go ahead.
You were pulled up and about to come in, and
I remember that.
to my parking garage, and I said, "I have cats. I don't want to hear anything about it."
Really?
Yes.
It's pretty funny considering how that worked out.
Yeah.
Wish I had a meow meow cam on there right now.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have too much to do today, other than it's very nice to be back. There were things we didn't get to yesterday that I was noticing in the edit, and I don't care. I was like, going to make a list, and then you know how I worked pretty late last night to get that up. So
Yes,
you
you
know how
did.
it is. So I would like to just keep it on moving, Mrs. Ryan. I've got a couple East Coast feeds. They're not all that important. I want to know, do you have anything other than the news? Do you have anything today?
Not particularly, other than okay. Thank you to everyone. There was a couple of people that sent confectionery awesomeness for my birthday, and I just want to say huge thanks because it's what I love now. Especially, I don't like shoes anymore, so like,
Aw.
don't care. I really don't care. And donuts, which are awesome, and cookies are way better.
Yeah, so you saw the cookies on the show yesterday from Daria and the Montijos. Just today, Alex Last Looks showed up with a box of donuts.
Amazing.
Box of really cool, like California
Oh.
Googie style. It was very cool.
One of them is like coated in cereal. I can't wait.
They look like voodoo donuts, but they're not, so I didn't want to promoting the wrong thing. Some other cool thing.
She found a lot of awesome stuff when she was pregnant with her second kid, so she's sharing the wealth. So grateful.
All right, let us check in with Brooke and the Casman, see where they are today. Roll it, Hal.
East Coast Eve. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan Coraline at our very first hockey game. Tell Jay, where's the hockey game? Hockey game. And what is it? Danbury? What's their name? Hat trick? What do we say? Let's go. There you go. We're at the Danbury Ice Arena, East Coast Speed. Here we go. Hockey, you know, that's what we do. Danbury. There's the monkey, right, monkey? Ah. There she is. We love you guys. Bye, Jay and Nicole.
I love it. Love that kid.
Everything about that is great.
So good. We
Oh,
love you guys. All right,
hockey game.
I've got one more from them because we're backed up, so I don't know where they are. This one.
Okay.
Roll it, Hal. Brooke and the Cosman.
Mr. and Mrs. Ryan, good morning. Brooke and the Casman, East Coast Feed from Stop and Shop. We had nothing better to do. Just want to send you some random love, and Brooke's all embarrassed like usual. Right, babe? Today's our sweatpants day. We're doing nothing but staying home and watching movies. We had a nice free day to ourselves. Love you guys.
Okay.
Oh, so random.
I'll take it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Real
kind of
life.
what they do. That's funny. We're just at CVS. What was it?
Stop and
Stop
Shop.
and Shop. Yeah. It's so funny. All right, Mrs. Ryan. I don't have anything else. It's time to push the button on this one over here.
Okie doke.
Woohoo! Back and back and back. Mrs. Ryan, today is December 4th. I'm putting an X on that date on this calendar here, sponsored by Hunziker Design. I'm doing that to denote that Mr. David Letterman is not sitting in that chair, but if you've been paying attention, you know we're making progress. I don't want to get into it and open the whole thing again, but it's very exciting. I can't say it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. You know what I mean? There's all that stuff.
It's in the air.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
You had some great updates yesterday, and then you were on the phone all day yesterday, and I thought, oh, she's having a nice birthday conversation. I mean, I think your parents' was a birthday conversation, but everything else was work, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I should just ask, just because anything new on this?
Nothing new on that, no.
Okay, it's okay. I didn't expect it.
Yeah, it was busy, and what I loved about my birthday, and this came up yesterday, was I used to use it as an opportunity to see everyone I didn't have time to have lunches with all year.
Yeah, you'd
So-
also have a huge birthday party.
Because I'd invite everyone that it was
Well, that's what
awesome
you
to
mean.
see. Yeah, it was great to get to see people in a chill, like we weren't rushing to get back to work and park during the day. At
At a
everyone
junket
could-
or a screening or a premiere.
Right.
Yeah.
So my birthday was an excuse for a lot of people to reach out and talk work, which was awesome. So, I
So you did have a lot. That's why it was a lot of work conversations as well, because a lot of old colleagues. I gotcha.
like happy birthday only goes so far after you're 5.
That's true. What else did we talk about?
Yeah. So I talked with the Mr. Rogers people. Like I talked. So there's a lot of love of those caliber people that I
that's
got
awesome.
to talk to.
That's so awesome. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that movie still. I can't wait. The Tom Hanks one.
Yeah, I can't wait to. The screeners were offered. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we don't have a DVD player.
Yeah, I know. We're trying to. Whatever.
We're not the only ones. Apparently,
I held on to all the old shit for so long, and then finally got rid of it. And now it was like I got rid of it just at the right at the point where we kind of want the physical media again.
But they're going through the whole thing, like press don't have video. Like no one knows what to
Yeah.
do. So
Yeah, it's
we're
still
in
nice
line.
that they offered though. That was cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome to talk to everyone at Sony.
Mrs. Ryan, it's time to ask the question that's on everyone's mind. What's going on, Mrs. Ryan? Dun, 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 dun. Woo!
Yay! The one I didn't get to yesterday that I just wanted to touch on briefly because there's a lot of people up in arms that really just don't know how to deal because they don't go to therapy, they don't talk to people, and they don't understand their lives. And so some of the
It's most of us.
most
right?
of us, and it's just hard and it's easy to get busy with other things and distracted and drink away and emotions and just
Your phone. And
hide everything's
Get
an
lost.
opportunity to hide. And so this magazine I used to love called Interview is when an actor talks to an actor, and that's transcribed, and that's the photo. Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins did an interview about their mutual sobriety.
You love that movie. Oh, I didn't know Brad Pitt was sober. And I didn't know that Anthony was talking about it now. But you love that movie they did together.
Meet Joe Black.
That's
It
it,
is
yep.
actually their second movie together.
I was thinking that earlier. Were they in a movie called The Edge together?
Yeah.
They were. I thought that, but Brad Pitt was not that famous yet, right?
No.
That's right. Okay.
Meet Joe Black made him romantically famous.
Did you ever see The Edge? Because I remember really enjoying it.
No.
Okay. I think you might like it. It's kind of a murdery
Yeah?
mystery, kind of
Oh.
whatever. I think you might like it.
I've been fans of both of theirs for a long time. I can read through, I knew struggles were happening. I didn't need to know what they were. It's not my bag. I don't care.
Yeah, people
But,
have their own stuff. to
they're
go through.
rich people, regardless of whatever it is. And so they're both talking about it. And everyone's up and he is.
Do you
Anthony's
mean rich and just they're financially rich, or do you mean like they're rich in culture?
rich people, like layered, and like what you think you know about people you don't always. And
Always.
so
Always.
I was fascinated to read more that they're reaching across and talking about such a weird subject and sharing it and doing it so openly.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Anthony's been sober for like 45 years. I didn't know.
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, it's been a while. So read that. GM is ending production of the Buick Regal, and they're only going to make SUVs from now on.
Okay. Ready for that.
It just feels like
Buick's been gone for a long time for me.
yeah. It just the whole thing feels like an evolution of like different brands, and it's all changing. And
Well, there are going to be so fewer cars in the next couple of years. There just will be this. Well, it's my opinion anyway, I believe, and everything I've read substantiates that opinion as well. But just there's no need for this. We make everything. People, the kids, kind of everything is all about utility, so
It's
they
all
want one
back to
thing to do
basics.
everything. Yeah, so it's like, well, get the SUV that's fast, that handles well, that can pack everything and go skiing. Like it does everything. I think everybody's gonna that Mustang electric thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. So it does everything. Teslas, they do everything.
well, that's my next story. So Tesla Cybertruck, the bed size was a thing for a minute, and then Elon, of course, talked to everyone at Twitter and was like, no worries, we'll fix it. And he did. We put like a stopper thing. I forget what it's called, but like a gap stop thing, so that you can it basically extends the truck bed, and so you can fit 4x8s in there. So and it's under $40,000. This truck that's gonna come out next year. Like I'm so excited to see where we're going. Like it looks fancy, but it's gonna be like a utilitarian product for people. I don't know. It looks fun. Lastly, in the evolutionary, this is what's happening. Am I crazy today?
I don't. What?
I might be crazy. Birds are getting smaller, like their body size, but their wingspans are getting bigger. It's being talked about in like the conversations of climate change, but like I just find it really interesting.
Is it evolution?
I think so. I think that's what it's all going to come down to when people zoom out and stop finding the problems that they're making things about. Like things happen, but birds are flying into buildings into Chicago. In Chicago,
What's the connection there?
that's how they're finding the size of the birds.
But birds have always crashed into buildings because of the mirrors and everything else. That's an ongoing problem. But these ones, this
They're
is how
being
this
collected
particular thing they found out.
Yeah, apparently some guy's collecting the dead bodies of birds, and he's been doing it for a while. But this is how they're finding out that the torsos are shrinking and the wingspans.
Oh
are
my
getting
goodness
bigger.
gracious! All right, cool. I mean, it's and that's been what's going on. What's going on, Mrs. Wright? That's awesome.
Oh,
The best. You're the best.
Jeez.
Were you worried about that? What did you think you were tripping up or something? What did you mean?
For a
Was
minute,
it my face?
I did.
What happened?
Yeah, I take a lot of social cues from you, and you were like, your face was like, what are you talking about?
Sometimes I
So I
have to
didn't think I made sense.
follow. Sometimes I'm trying to follow just where the story goes. Sometimes you drop some breadcrumbs that have nothing to do with the story, and sometimes I pick them up, and sometimes I know to step around them, and I don't always know. And that's not you. I mean, it's everybody.
Sorry.
No, me too.
Everyone.
It's everybody. I'm just saying that's probably what happened.
I'm letting everyone know it's fine, and this is how I am. Like, this is me.
You're the best. You have nothing to worry about.
Thank you.
Mrs. Ryan, that's it, right? We take a
Yeah.
quick break? All right, let's take a quick break. Oh, my gosh, I didn't tell you anything about our guest. Oh, God, get good at this job already. All right, let's see. Our guest today is Jack Asadorian Jr. I don't even know if I pronounced that name properly because we were so excited to get in here. He's giggling in the other room now. Did I say it right? Is that close? It was good. Okay. All right. He's a comedian, and he's totally interesting already. He's got tons of stuff going on, including plenty of dates we're going to talk about. But specifically, he does podcasts too. He also created the Comedy Fest that happens right up the street here. Lots of stuff we're going to talk about when he gets in here. Jack Asadorian Jr. Mrs. Ryan, take a quick break. Get Jack in here.
Awesome.
Everybody else. Late Night Playset. We'll be right back, including the Ryans and Jack Asadorian sitting in that chair right after this. More to come. Intros are my spirits.
So it feels the same way. Can you guys hear me?
All right, and with that, we are back sitting here with Jack Asadorian.
Oh, right. Cool. What's up?
Is that right?
Yeah. It's Asadorian, but
Asadorian.
that's
Do I
when
have to do that?
I mean, that's if you say Asadorian, it's Jack Asadorian sounds kind of offensive.
It wasn't until writing it that I saw Jackass in
I
there,
know.
and that must have been the bane of your fucking existence. as a
Totally,
kid.
it was the worst, dude. Like, it was literally the worst part because, first of all, what 4-year-old knows how to write that out?
Oh.
It's a long last name. Asadorian.
Yeah, but you probably started with Jack, right?
Yeah, totally. But then now I went to a private school. We had to learn our first and last name.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, so it was like it was hard, and then I finally figured out, oh, sure, Jackass, and then I figured out Jackass Junior. So that's when I was like, Dad, why'd you do that to me?
Just your mini me.
like,
Jackass Junior.
yeah, he's like, I wanted you to go through what I went through. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Did you grow up in L.A.? Are you
Yeah, born and raised in literally
Okay.
like this area, like at Toluca Lake, North
Armenian?
Hollywood. Yeah, Lebanese, Armenian, Mexican.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so then.
Well, L.A., you couldn't be anywhere but L.A.
Yeah, I know, but imagine my parents put me in a private Armenian school, and I was only half Mexican, so I would get teased on every day, like bullied. Like, I learned how to fight like in 3rd grade.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is so funny. We had a guy here yesterday, another comedian, a
Yeah.
guy who started a comedy festival as well. Very funny, but very similar story. Where
Really?
He grew up just kind of like,
Who is this guy?
Grew up in Montana.
Seeley,
Lucas Seeley.
Yeah, Lucas Seeley.
Yeah, I know
Big
Lucas.
Sky.
Yeah.
He was here yesterday, and we were talking about the same thing. But he was like, I learned how to do sports, and I learned how to make people laugh because I didn't fucking fit in.
He didn't fit in because his church brought him in.
Yeah, he told the whole
Yeah,
story. It was
he
amazing.
brought him in. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy story. Yeah.
All right, so maybe that's not exactly the same
No,
as you. But
sorry. I was born here. I'm American. America.
all right, so how did that go? You're born and raised in L.A., and then what was your? I know a little bit about you. Your family. I mean, can we
My
say
family-
you grew
yeah.
up around comedy clubs?
Yeah, my family owns a comedy club.
Which one?
The Haha Comedy Club in Studio City, North Hollywood.
Literally right up the street.
Literally
I
right
almost
there.
see it right up.
Yeah, basically.
And so you grew up around that environment?
I grew up around that environment. I didn't have an after-school daycare. My parents would pick me up and bring me to the club.
No.
So I would be like after
For
school
real?
doing my
Like,
homework
every day.
every day.
Oh my God, you're.
Yeah, like
That-
literally.
Awesome.
That is an incredible thing.
I literally learned how to make a margarita when I was like 11.
It's osmosis. So
Yeah.
wait, were you ever going to do anything else?
No, yeah, I never wanted to be a comedian. I didn't want my dad's parents' life because, I saw how hard they worked, and it was just like, oh my God, I don't want to work as hard as they do, because they were open in the daytime as a catering company, Mexican restaurant, and then at night they were open as a comedy club. So it was a new comedy club, so it wasn't doing well. It was new, so they were
What
just
year was
always
this
working.
about?
This was it
Because
originally
Haha's
opened
always
in
been there for me, but I have only been here 20 years.
They opened in 1987.
Oh, it's older than I thought.
Yeah, but it
you
originally
know that?
wasn't a
No.
comedy club. It was just a restaurant,
But not called Haha.
not called Haha. Yeah,
That would be weird.
yeah.
That'd be weird.
It was called Hola Amigos.
So
it was
in
a
the 80s,
Mexican
it was
restaurant.
A Mexican restaurant. And
Mexican restaurant that did karaoke and dancing. And then early 90s, Kim Whitley and Buddy Lewis come in, and we already had a stage and everything because of karaoke. Kim Whitley, you know Kim Whitley?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kim Whitley and Buddy Lewis walk in. They go, oh, do you guys do comedy here?
Yeah.
And my dad being the salesman, he's like, yeah, we do comedy.
Because there's a mic. Sure, why
Yeah,
not? Of
sure,
course
we do comedy with everything. So then they started doing comedy once a night, and it became packed. Chris Tucker was coming, Dice, Chappelle, Eddie Murphy. Once a week. Once a week.
That's awesome.
It was called Whacked Out Wednesdays. And I would run sound. I was like 8 years old. And then Kim Whitley would be like, Little Jack, can you
Oh
do
my
this?
God, earmuffs.
Yeah, they didn't say earmuffs right there, but she's like, do this. I'm like, cover my ears, and they're just like, yeah, pussy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, so
So I grew up in the
you are
comedy
a
club.
comedian now.
But yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. So when I got older, when I was 18, I started working. I didn't want to go. I wanted to go to the military. My parents didn't let me go. So I worked for T-Mobile, and I became a really good salesman in Glendale because I was
Hang on, you
English.
grew up in a comedy club. You wanted to join the military, but
Yeah.
your parents wouldn't let you, so you went to work at T-Mobile.
I moved out.
I've heard this story 100 times.
So I sold cell phones in a mall, and I was just trying to like make a living. I lived with my girlfriend at the time, and I became really good at it. I was trilingual. I was just selling phones like crazy. I became a
You
district
had a
manager.
bigger market because you
Yeah.
could reach more people.
I became a district manager at 19. I opened up my own cell phone store at 20, 21. I had my own Verizon store. I had my own accessory cart. I'm married at 24.
God.
Divorced. I lost the business. I got audited. Child support, spousal support. Like, screw life.
Life, yeah.
So then I called my dad and I was like, she kidnapped my. It's a long story. She kidnapped my son. Moved up north. My son lives up north now. I don't get to see my son. I don't have my business no more. I don't have everything I had. I go back to my parents and I go, hey, I'm really thinking really dark thoughts right now.
Yeah.
I think I'm suicidal. And my dad, I go, Dad, I need therapy. He goes, you know how expensive therapy is? He goes, go open mic.
Whoa.
So I started doing open mic.
Hang on. So he'd been doing comedy for a long time at that point where
Yeah.
your dad's now in comedy.
Yeah.
He realizes this is a way someone can process their shit.
Totally.
Wow.
So he told me-
encouraged
he
you
to- yeah.
to get into the family business because it would be good for you.
Basically. But now, what's weird is he didn't think I would get this good. Because he's older. He wants me to take over the club. And here I am. I'm 34 years
working.
old and I'm touring all over the country. I'm in freaking Paris. I'm in London. I'm doing my own thing. And which is, he's proud of me inside. But on the outside, he goes, I made this business for you to grow. This is our dream. And you're going and promoting someone else's dream.
Right.
You know, so that's the...
Well, that's not really the most fair perspective.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
He was building his dream, and
Yeah.
now you're living yours.
Exactly. But he's old school. You know?
Well, Sanford always wants son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, that's so cool. So you got back into it, and then he doesn't want you to be into it. So now you're in. You know what I mean? Like the motivations have flip flopped a few times. Here.
Totally. It's been up and down. It's been.
But
it's
you
been a crazy roller
enjoy
coaster.
what you do because
I
you're
love what I do.
successful at it.
Yeah.
How did that switch? What happened to you? So did you go open mic? Did you take
I did
your dad's
open
advice?
mic. I took my dad's advice. I did open mic. I did open mic every single day, and I wasn't trying to make money from it. I was just doing it as therapy.
The process,
I was just
right?
talking. And then I was DJing at the time at a strip club at night for money, for rent. I was like, yeah,
Welcome
that's
to
right,
the main
guys, on the main
stage.
stage. Oh yeah, loving it, doing it, bumping and grinding. Here we go.
Oh wow!
Yeah, 2 for
I
1, 2
don't
for
need to
fun. Get her
joke.
done.
Oh my god!
I did that for 4 years, and that's how I paid my survival, like just food, rent, and I did comedy on the side, and then I started opening up for comedians, and then I eventually quit, and I started making money doing comedy. Wow. Yeah, now it's 10 years in doing comedy, almost 11 years. Yeah,
How does that feel?
feels
I
great.
mean, that's a life. That's a shift, and you took a different path, and that's a commitment.
It feels like I've lived like 10 lives already.
In those
In
10
this
years.
10 years, it feels like since I started, like since the cell phones and everything, this past 15 years, it feels like I've lived like 4 different lives. I went from like living in this nice loft. I owned my own business. I had a brand new BMW. I was like living like single. I was like, oh. Then I got married. I was a father. I became a dad. I was doing the coaching and basketball. And then she moved away. I became single again. I started hustling and DJing. And then it was just back and forth, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like right now I finally found happiness. I actually got back with my high school sweetheart.
Oh wow.
No
Yeah,
way,
we were
that's
together for like
awesome.
4 years, and then we broke up and got back together 9 years later.
I love when those stories happen.
Yeah,
Wow. And do you feel that that's a better match for you? You know,
Totally.
universally speaking.
totally. Because she makes me want to feel. She makes me want to do better.
Then things
She's
happen for a
so.
reason.
She's so like.
That's
she's
the mark of a good partner.
totally. She's so like positive. She goes, "You're great. Don't worry. Like, I'll do a show, and it like 10 people will show up, and she's like, "Don't worry. It's not your fault. It's this is supposed to happen." And
Yeah.
then now I'm selling out shows. You know, so it's like.
The truth is, that's the process, though,
Yeah.
right? You have to all of that shit strengthens you to be strong enough to get there. And
Like
do
you
it.
really need to fail, hit rock bottom in order to get somewhere. Because if not, if you just have everything handed to you, you're not gonna appreciate it, and then you're gonna lose it.
Do you
know?
think that you think you're at rock bottom a lot, and you find that's not necessarily the case? You're
Yeah.
like, oh, well, here it is. Oh, great, it gets better from here.
Totally, all the time. I sometimes I feel like that right now. I'm like, you know what? And I actually did a podcast there, and I was talking about. I was like, you know what's crazy? If I told myself 10 years ago where I'm at right now in comedy,
Oh,
you'd be like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like you're doing
No way.
great. You know, shut up. Like I'm never satisfied. That's my problem. I'm never satisfied with where I'm at in my career. I'm always looking for something else.
Well, that's
a new
good though, right?
Yeah, it is good, but it is a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress and a lot of work, you know?
that's a big hamster wheel to keep going
Yeah.
because
totally.
it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
I mean, that one. we found that one out the hard way. You get that fucker spinning, and you think, man, this is going to go forever.
Yeah.
And then one day,
You're like,
the thing jumps the rails, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Can't keep up.
No,
Yeah.
and it flings you out. I hope that does not happen to you. That's what happened to us, though. I mean,
It happens-
her health happened. Well, it sounds like it did, but it happened to you a lot sooner.
Yeah.
The whole life blew up.
I used to be 350 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
From depression?
Yeah.
Wow. Good for
I
you,
was
then.
I was so depressed. I lost everything, my business, and I felt I couldn't be successful anymore. So I would just eat,
Yeah.
eat, and then I lost all the
Well,
weight.
you lose yourself at that point. It's not even you
Yeah.
who's doing
I literally
that
had a
stuff.
mild heart attack. I was like getting so
What?
fat. I was so big.
You're 34 now?
Yeah.
How old were you when you had a heart attack? No offense.
29, 30.
Is that a wake-up call, or are you
Oh,
too
that's why I
stupid
went-
at 29 to...
That's when I was like, I was drinking a lot. I was partying.
Same.
And I was eating like shit. The
gotta take
surprising
care
thing
of
was I
yourself.
was still dating a lot of pretty girls. That's what their personality is everything, guys.
Yeah. I was going to say, and you're on stage, and you've got the confidence.
Totally. Yeah.
And you're a smart guy.
But yeah, man. Right now, I'm finally happy, and it's like, I don't know how long this happiness is gonna last, but I'm just writing it right now. You know?
Ride the wave.
Totally.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You're
Yeah.
so interesting already, and we haven't even really talked about
I
it
know.
yet.
I have so much. The stories have been really short. Like they can go way deeper. But
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Tell us anything you want to know, or anything you want
You
to tell
tell-
us
you-
about you. Otherwise, I'm going to ask about. I want to know the shit about like growing up in a comedy club, because
Okay.
I never
I'll
saw
tell
a
you.
comedy club until I came out here.
Really? I didn't even know.
mean,
We,
I
I
went
didn't
to
even
a
know we
couple
had a
back home,
comedy
but-
club. I just
What?
thought, I'm like, there's a lot of black people here.
You didn't know we had a comedy club?
When I was little, I don't know. I'm like, there's a lot. I'm like, what
Oh,
we
because you
own?
didn't know what it
Yeah,
was.
I didn't know
It
what it
was
was.
just work.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I was like, why are there people here? I'm like, why do people just come in for 1 hour and they leave? I'm like, I was like, what is going on? Why is there a person on stage? Is she gonna get naked? Why did they kick me out of the room? Like, I was just like, I didn't know what's happening.
Yeah, that is weird because you were so
They
young.
want me to cover my ears. They want me to do this.
I think of like 13 or something being introduced, and you kind of know what's going on. But at 7 or 8,
No.
you're running the
No
soundboard
idea.
at 8.
Yeah, I'm running soundboard. By the time I'm 13, I'm okay. I'm listening. I'm like, I'm learning stuff at school, and I'm telling my friends like, oh my god, so this guy Chris Tucker came, and
You're
don't know-
learning stuff at work that you're
yeah,
telling kids.
yeah,
about
we
at
don't
school.
even know who Chris Tucker is at the time. Chris Tucker barely had not Rush Hour.
Man, ain't nobody understand the word.
Friday.
Shut your mouth.
Friday. He had Friday.
Friday first,
But imagine
yeah.
as a kid, we didn't watch that movie. We're
No.
kids. But I'm repeating stuff he said, or
I'm
like.
still not allowed to watch most of his movies.
But yeah, man, it was just it was a trip growing up. I learned how to curse at a very young age. I learned how to. I grew up really fast.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. So does that form? Does that?
I'm like 50 inside right now.
I had a similar thing occur to me.
Yeah.
This is why I'm asking. I had a similar thing occur to me. A similar life occur to me where it just forced you to grow up a little bit sooner. But then that ends up, and you think you're ahead, and somehow that ends up getting in the way later because you're as advanced as you are in some ways. I found myself later in life that I was undeveloped in many ways
Yeah.
because I thought I skipped it. I
Yeah.
fucking skipped that grade because I went right on to other things that were important in my life at the time, whether my dad dying or whatever it happened to be. And it took a long time looking at myself and evaluate almost like the stuff that you probably did on stage. And
Yeah.
this is maybe why I'm asking if you worked it out on stage. Did you ever find that that all of the stuff that helped you was also a detriment on another side for some reason? You know, was there a yin to the yang of like oh yeah, I grew up really fast and I'm 50, I'm an old soul and all that stuff? Was there ever a bad part to that?
Yeah, it was drinking. I became a. I think I was an alcoholic at one point. I was drinking every single day, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just a social drinker. I'm just a social drinker." But I was drinking every day.
Yeah. Did you stop just because you wanted to?
I stopped because I was gaining weight, and because I was looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm aging. Like I look old."
Yeah.
You know, smoking, drink. I would watch comedians smoke weed as a kid, and I was like, "Wow, what are they doing?" You know, I was like, you're more curious as a kid. You know, you see, you're like, okay. I started smoking at a young age too. You know, like 17.
Because you're around it.
Because I'm around it, you know.
Yeah,
My parents would stop
osmosis.
smoking. I'm like, I'm just like the comedians.
Wow. So, all right, Chris Tucker obviously was a pretty big name, but I'm just thinking that growing up in LA, you're probably already around celebrity. You know what I mean? Like, I can't compare his to
Like,
mine.
think about this. I'm 17 years old, or was I 17 or 18? I think 18 or 18, 19. I'm in the open mics. I'm running the bar, and Chris D'Elia is there at the open mic.
He was
Chris
a kid too.
D'Elia, Jason Collins.
But was Chris D'Elia famous or not?
No, he's
Oh,
just
okay.
open. He's an open micer.
Yeah, I grew up when he was just a
Yeah,
kid. I worked for his dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Adam Devine, you know? He's over there
Yeah.
signing up for open mic. I
That's
can name
crazy.
everyone Brian Callen, all these guys that are huge right now. Like I used to just, they would be like right here in like in their bar area just hanging out.
Yeah.
And I'm just a 19-year-old kid making drinks. You know, hey, what's up, guys?
Totally.
And now I see them and I'm like, what up, dude? What up, Young Jack? What up, Young Jack? Like that's how they know me.
Young Jack.
Young Jack. Although that's the black comics. The black comics call me Young Jack. What up, JJ? What up, J Spot? But yeah, it's been a lot of
like
events.
they saw you grow up, but you saw them grow up.
Yeah,
too.
I saw them grow up. We're peers now. Like, oh wait, they know me.
But maybe growing up here, you never had like the LA. Oh, that's a celebrity over there. Or oh,
Yeah.
so and so's famous.
Yeah.
You know, if you grew up in a small town, you don't really get to. That was never a thing for
No.
you. So this was just we've got a business and famous people come to it, and some people, whatever.
Yeah,
Wow, that's amazing.
it's like some people get starstruck and like I'm like, oh yeah, that's Mike.
That's what I'm getting at, though,
Yeah.
like, because you mentioned Andrew Dice Clay before. I mean, in that time frame,
I've been
when he
Andrew
was
Dice-
in
yeah.
there, he was the biggest thing going.
This was like
Doing Coliseums and
95. Yeah, 95.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that? Of like, you know, I'm putting you in the camp of Pauly Shore just because
That's
I'm like, oh,
exactly.
he grew
I
up.
talked to Pauly Shore because I've been wanting to talk to Pauly Shore forever and ask him about it, but he's always
Yeah.
so busy. But he recently hit me up because he wanted to do his one-man show at the Haha. So I was setting it up for him, and he goes, "Hey man, he's like, Joe, what up, Jack Jr.?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I heard you're the guy to talk to about Haha." I said, "Yeah, I actually am." He's like, "I'm actually, my parents own it." And he goes, "Oh, bro." He's like, "You're like, hey buddy, you're like me of the Valley."
Oh my God! Well, that's what we were thinking. Yeah.
Totally. And that's a compliment. I love Pauly Shore. You know?
Yeah, I love that guy. I knew him like forever ago. Like we were all growing up. It's similar to you, but like we were all like supposed to be adults.
Yeah.
But like no one is. Like
No.
no one can figure
It's
it
an
out.
illusion.
Yeah, I'm still not an adult.
Right.
Right. So I just was in that comedy phase then, but it was all Comedy Store and like down in that
Yeah.
Melrose area.
yeah.
It's just fun to be part of the world that you saw.
Yeah, it's fun to be. I love being around it. It just you never know what's gonna happen in Hollywood. You know,
Well, that's what. Yeah. I mean, it's a big city, man.
it's crazy. You know, it's crazy. You know.
When did you guys move locations? Because I still
So-
passed the old one, which is still there.
So the old one was we moved about. I think it's been 6-7 years.
Okay.
So the new location.
I mean, they're right up the street
It used
from
to be
each
a
other.
nightclub and after hours, and I used to go there and party. I used to party
After work?
Yeah, we used to party. I'm talking about like we used to pop ecstasy pills and just drink. It was a shady place. And I was in my dark ages.
You're probably too young. Was it the Coconut Teaser in Hollywood? That was the same kind of thing.
I'm too young for that. I don't know what that is.
Okay, shit.
But
Same kind of thing. It was, but you didn't have to be 21, right?
no, you did have to be 21.
Oh, you did.
But fake IDs, but whatever
Sure.
what it was, it is what it is.
Sure.
So the whole time I'm in there, I'm still partying, but I'm like, this is a really cool place. I'm like, could be a comedy club.
No
Yeah.
way.
It's really big. And then I'm like, dude, they're doing drugs everywhere. This place is getting shut down. So I just kept
We're gonna be able to get it cheap.
I kept my eye on it. And then one day it's boarded up and the bank seized it. And I told my dad about this place. I'm like, dude, we need to stay at this place. I called a couple of real estate guys. I made the calls. I called my dad. We called it. And then we bid on it. We didn't get it. Some other guy got it. But the guy didn't get approved because of they couldn't prove where they got the money from. Because it's probably some shady.
Clear it.
So then we got the North Hollywood Police Department, all the locals. We've been in the community for 30 years, blah, blah, blah. And then
Petition for it,
yeah,
basically.
they basically gave it to us for like nothing. Well, something, but yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I did not even know that was going to be a cool story that you were
Yeah.
involved in.
totally.
Because every time I leave the bank, I go to that bank
Yeah.
over there. Every time I pull out, I'm just like, well, it's not. I mean, it's the old Ha-Ha's is still there,
It's
and
still
it
there.
still has the same,
Yeah.
the facade and everything.
Yeah, we literally kept both of them open for 2 years, but then we were just competing with each other.
What?
Yeah, we had them both open for 2 years.
What's the reason for that, other than because what you just
we just
said?
we just wanted to, we just thought we could do it. But I was becoming more of a comedian and traveling more, and I couldn't be at both places.
Couldn't do both.
Yeah.
So it was more stress for my dad, and so my dad ended up selling the old one. We sold a liquor license and everything, but they never did anything with it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, still have not
It's
done
still
anything
there.
with it.
It's just there.
The facades are up and everything.
Yeah.
That's it's one of those places that comedians I worked with would work shit out at
Yeah.
and do like really cool
And it
late
is-
night
it is-
bits at, but
it
like
still
I
is
never
that
knew.
place. It's still that
awesome.
way. Like
That's
Like you go to
awesome.
the Comedy Store to see a huge name, to see them. You go to the Laugh Factory to see a huge name. It's a huge showcase. You come to our place, you're gonna see the new guys that are coming up, and then you'll see some surprise drop-ins that they don't want to go to Hollywood because of the TMZs and
They
all
don't wanna
that.
be seen,
They don't
yeah.
even bother. They don't want their material burned. You know.
Yes.
So they come to our place to just
Which I love seeing who you guys have. Like
Yeah.
I love that
Love the
there's
pictures
a place
afterwards.
that
Totally.
After they
exists.
dropped in.
Bert Kreischer just hit me up yesterday, and he goes, "Hey man, I'm working on my new hour. You think I can come by the hall?" I said, "Let's do it." I actually added a second show Thursday just for him.
This is tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yeah.
We should talk about that
So, yeah,
because
we're-
this show will be up.
We're
before
literally
then.
doing tomorrow. He's gonna work out his new hour
So tomorrow, December 5th.
at the Haha Comedy
Ha Ha.
Club, 4712 Lancashire Boulevard.
Love it.
Yeah.
And is that a is that a publicized show, or is that
I
sort
mean,
of like a?
we did it now, I guess.
No, you know what I'm saying. Like, is it a kind of a secret?
It's
like,
kind of a
if
secret.
you
I
know?
put it on my Facebook, and he just
But it's
wants.
not promoted. It's not.
It's not
like,
online. It's
bought
not on,
by-
like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. He's not promoting it. No,
That's very cool.
it's just like a
That's
secret
awesome.
show.
We have a lot. I mean, you know, the car comedy gap is getting bridged more
Yeah,
and more.
yeah.
Seinfeld and Leno, and now all the Top Gear and
Totally.
everything else. So it seems like a lot of the people are kind of cross-interested.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have a lot of car people. Sorry, you might not even realize that.
I just wanted to. Yeah. You guys said something with Porsche, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, we drive one. That's really all it is.
Oh,
But we have
nice.
a lot of fun with it. You know Richard Chasler?
Yeah.
How do you know Richard Chasler?
Facebook.
Seriously?
through
comedy and
through
Facebook?
mutual friends. Yeah, yeah.
He's
We had a few
Active.
drinks together. Yeah, yeah. At Barney's Beanery.
oh, that's his spot. Oh
That's
man,
his, that's his
Yeah.
jam.
That's why
Everybody knows
I've seen
him
him
there.
there multiple times, but yeah.
That's awesome. Let's see. Go right down the list. Cars. Are you interested in cars in any way?
I love cars.
You had the 5 Series. I know.
I had a 5 Series. I actually have had a lot of cars. I'm a leaser. I've always leased cars. I
That
have
was
a new
us
car
too.
every 3 years.
That was us too.
Yeah, but now I'm like, okay, I need to buy one.
Really?
Yeah, because with being an adult now, it's just like you can't.
Oh,
there's
from
other
a financial.
bills.
Yeah,
you-
sure.
It's so stupid that you're just giving so much money away, and it's just you're just borrowing a car. You
in
know?
my 20s and even in my 30s, I just always thought I was like, yeah, but it's the new. It's like you're paying for the.
It's the new one.
luxury.
Oh,
Yeah.
this has Bluetooth. This has a sunroof. This
Yeah.
has this. Yeah, no, it's stupid.
I would get the same color every. Like people wouldn't even know that I got a new car. It
Yeah.
was only from like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it has.
What are you doing?
The big thing was back then clear corners. It has clear corners.
Yeah, yeah. You
Oh,
change the
yeah,
lights out.
yeah.
Absolutely. And then
Yeah.
late in the next year, you want the ambers again.
Yeah, yeah. Like right now, I bought my wife a minivan, and I was like, who am I?
How was that for you going from all sorts of cars and car guy to?
Oh, just it was.
I got to
it
go
was,
shopping for the town and country.
I just felt like, damn, I'm getting old. I'm
Yeah,
getting a
it's part of
minivan.
it. You got a family.
I have a
though.
minivan. I have like, I became like that parent with like stuff in the back with like camping gear and just. I have emergency water in the trunk. Like who am
Car
I?
rattles because there's so much shit in it.
Yeah, man. It's like, what am I preparing for?
Well, I
yeah.
guess everything, Dad. Right?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Yeah.
Did you always want to be a father? Did you always want a family?
I've always wanted to be a father. You know why? Because my parents are amazing. First of all, I love them. They work very hard, but they never were the. Do you know what I'm saying? Like let's all sit at the dinner table and talk
Oh,
about
sure.
school.
Because they were focused on business.
They
right?
pick me up, take me to the club. My dinner table was the Roberto, the kitchen, the cook.
Oh my goodness.
I learned Spanish. He's yeah, blah, blah. Yeah, man. I grew. Our family vacations. We never went camping. We went to the freaking Vegas as kids, you know. And then my dad would be gambling, and he wouldn't get us a babysitter. Why people love babysitters now? They take their kids everywhere and bring the babysitter too. My parents would have me and my sisters touch the wall while they gamble, and we're just like, Dad, I'm hungry. He's like, he just throws like snacks.
That's a riot.
That's literally
I can totally picture it too.
Yeah, literally. Like he would just literally make us stand by the wall, and they would gamble. They
That's how we grew up, man.
They
It
wouldn't
is
even
what
leave
we're
us
all
in the
fine.
hotel room.
That's so funny. I think of it getting lost at an amusement park when I was a kid, and you're just like,
I got lost in the mall, and I'm starting to think now that I think my mom lost us. Like
Yeah.
she goes leave.
Yeah, my mom lost me too at the
Yeah.
amusement park. That's funny.
So that's what with my I love being a father now because I do I'm in the PTA. I do all that stuff when I'm in town. I volunteer in Burbank for kids that don't have basically dads. And I coach kids basketball. I do a bunch of stuff. My wife has 2 kids. I raise them like they're my kids. I'm dad with them, you know, but these little shits don't call me dad. They call me Jack. I'm like, your dad's not here. He's not coming back. I'm here.
Because there's 2 schools of thought on that one. Now, I'm never going to be your dad, but I want to be your friend.
Yeah.
You're just like, God damn it, I'm your father.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. So I like being the dad.
Well, I was asking because culture-wise, it's probably a big thing, right? Family.
Yeah.
Was that for you as well, and your family, even though they seem a little bit more business-oriented?
They're so business oriented.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are
and
you
that's
an
how I
only
am
child?
too,
I
though.
forgot to ask about that.
No, I have 2 older sisters, but
So were they already out of it by the time, like out of the house
Okay,
by the
my
time?
older sister was like me. She was really involved in the club. She was a waitress. She was a bartender.
Oh,
she was a
gosh.
manager. But then when she got married, she became a court reporter. She went to school, became a court reporter. So now she's on her own with her husband and the kids.
Like a court reporter?
Court reporter.
Oh, court
the
stenographer.
Yeah. She does that. And then my middle sister, I'm the youngest, by the way. My middle sister, she went to college for like I don't know how many years, and then she was like she does the accounting for the club, like the books and stuff, and like the website. But I'm the only one that's been really hands on from the start, you know. Yeah.
That's amazing to me. Have you ever thought about opening your own? I mean, you sort of did with the new haha, but
I mean,
have you ever thought about that at some point? Because I know
feel
your
like
dad, the business.
I've talked to my father about opening another one, but he's getting
Somewhere else?
somewhere else. But he's done. What I do now is my son lives in Patterson, California. It's a small town near Modesto. Okay, so I opened up my own comedy club there, kind of. I basically found a hotel, a conference room, and I opened up comedy.
The old school, bananas and everything else. Sure.
2 shows every month. One night, 2 shows. And
that's how comedy clubs do get started.
And that's literally, and it's been selling out. And this is a small town. They don't even have a movie theater there. There's no movie theater there in Patterson.
Yeah.
There's no movie theater there. Their big thing of the town is the freaking Walmart. Oh. That's how old school, like, it's like Calville. It's like literally
so
like.
They're very happy to have your entertainment.
So when I bring comedy there, like, they freaking go nuts. I actually just emailed the Turlock Journal and the everyone. I'm like, hey guys, I'm doing something good for your thing. Can you help me out promotion wise? Because no one has Facebook there. There's no Wi-Fi.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
It's like
that's like a
You're
secret
going to
town.
do a barn show.
Yeah, literally. You trust me. People going with horses sometimes. I'm just kidding.
He said literally, and then he backed it up.
No.
Yeah.
With a bunch of lies. I just noticed your shirt. Who is that? Is that like Michael Jordan or
This?
somebody famous? Yeah.
Jordan, yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
okay.
My hero. It's
Is
my
it?
dad.
Everybody want to be like Mike.
Yeah, totally.
It's so funny. And what's your shirt there, too?
It's Biggie. It's Notorious B.I.G.
Oh.
But he's a bear. It says Savage.
I don't get it. Is it
I don't
a
either.
line?
I bought it. I like it.
But it is. That is a picture from the B.I.G. cover, right?
Yeah. But they just put a bear on Savage. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. I like
Sorry.
it. I like bears.
Somebody was here yesterday had a Supreme hat on. I asked.
Oh, yeah.
I just asked. Curious.
Yeah.
Some people are trying to push their, you know what I mean? Whether it's their line or their idea or whatever.
I don't know. I just try to be more young, I guess. I don't know. All the kids are wearing these days.
You look young. What are you fighting?
I don't know. I'm up here. I'm really old. Like right now, I'm thinking about a million things right now. Like I have like so much stuff going on right now. Like
You work a lot. You work
Totally.
a lot. You got a date tonight. You're at the Ontario Improv
I'm in Ontario.
tonight.
Oh, I am to Ontario. I'm at Ontario Improv tonight. Yeah.
You'll probably be on stage when this is airing.
Oh, it's fine. But I literally, my wife was like, let's spend, my brother just came back from the military. He's in the Navy. He goes, let's spend Christmas with them. I said, fine. So now I'm like, Christmas, Sacramento. I said, I could probably book a show there. I called the owners. I booked the show Christmas Eve in Sacramento. Just to challenge myself.
Just on a whim.
Just like, you know what? There's people don't do nothing on Christmas Eve. I bet you I could sell some tickets. And I just did it to challenge myself, to stress myself out, to push myself more.
Now you're working on the holiday. Good job.
Now I have a job while I'm out there, you know?
There you go. So that work, have you always had that? Did that come from your parents?
That came from my parents.
It did, okay.
Yeah. Because my parents would always say, you don't do nothing. You're nothing. Like,
Challenge yourself.
No, nothing. And I'm like, okay. So now it's like I'm chasing that approval for myself, you know? Like, she wanted to go to Vegas for New Year's Eve. I called the club. I booked the whole week in Vegas while I'm out there. Just for what? Why? Just
you may as well pay for the trip, yeah.
Everywhere I go, we were in Hawaii for a wedding. I called someone. I go, hey, I want to work. And I booked the show.
Because you only have to work a couple hours.
And
it's
she
not
goes,
like 3 days.
Can't you just relax? I go, well, we could make a few $100 just for me going on stage for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
you know?
Pay for dinner.
Yeah, but that's always how I've been. I've always been like, I'm never happy. I want to keep just.
So you're not the enjoy the moment guy ever.
I never. I started a comedy festival at the Haha. You know why I
NoHo
started it?
Comedy Festival.
Yeah. So look.
So you didn't have to go to all these places. That's
So listen. I literally My parents are go, it's our 30-year anniversary opening the haha. I said, no way. I said, that's amazing. We should do something for it. He goes, yeah, let's do something. Let's do a show. And I said, no, let's do a festival. She goes, okay, you do it. I go, shit.
That's how it started, though.
So I
Just
started a
like
festival. I called the local city. They came and gave my parents a plaque and honored us for being here that long. I called a bunch of celebrities. I had Ken Jeong from The Hangover.
Sure.
He came out. Marlon Wayans came
Dr.
out.
Ken, right?
Dr. Ken,
Yeah.
yeah. Bunch of people came out. Brian Callen came out.
Also from
Eric
Hangover.
Griffin. A bunch of people came out, and it was huge. So then now everyone asked me, "Are you going to do a second one?" I go, "I guess."
Now
So
you have to.
I did a second one. Now there's the third one coming up, and it's all of this because of my big freaking mouth.
I don't know, man. You're delivering. You're delivering on that mouth.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Pretty rad.
yeah.
Are you? Oh God, if you don't enjoy the moment, are you enjoying life? I mean, I know.
yeah.
You're worried about so much stuff all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Good
I think
for
so. I think I'm happy right now.
Well, you said
I don't
that
have a
before the
job.
show.
I don't have to wake up and respond to answer to someone. So I guess that's cool. I mean, I enjoy the little stuff. I enjoy having dinner, going to a
time
nice
with people.
restaurant, spending time with family. Yesterday I went to Burbank and I coached these kids for an hour. I taught them a couple drills, and those are cool moments for me. I like that kind of stuff. But when it comes to
Was it like at the rec center or something?
yeah, Burbank, it's at the they do a rec center too, but it was full yesterday, so we did the
Do you
the
know that rec
school.
center that I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
With do you know why that's famous?
the plane that's there.
No, there's one that's kind of it's just shaped like that, but it's got like a stage and it's a gymnasium inside. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. I know
Do you
one.
know why that one's famous?
Why?
Back to the Future.
Is it? Oh, it
From
is.
when Huey Lewis is.
Oh my
sorry,
God.
fellas, you're just too darn loud. That's that room.
No
That's
way.
that
Can you believe
room?
that? Yeah, we just talked.
I
about
didn't know
recently.
that.
Yeah. Isn't that
No
so
way.
funny?
That makes so much sense now.
So when you go look at it, like all the it's painted differently, but all
Yeah.
the beams and everything is exactly
Yeah.
the same.
That's crazy.
Always forget
Total
that's up
nerd. I'm a
here.
total nerd.
I love that stuff though.
I'm a nerd.
You know to talk about Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future. You know Santa Anita Mall?
Yeah.
It's Twin Pines Mall.
No.
It isn't?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
I was told that.
Puente Hills.
Is it really?
Puente Hills in the city of industry. I've been there many times.
Damn, okay,
This
I
is
guess
one where,
you are a nerd.
dude, I used to have the car.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Used to have the car. Like if you watch the Blu-ray trilogy, all
That's-
that stuff. Like
okay, then how
there's-
about this? Karate Kid.
the dojo's around the corner?
I know that, but I'm talking about the
The apartment.
golf and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Where is it?
it's down. It's not the one up here.
No.
It's the one down off the 405 down.
Is
like
it 405 or the 60?
or maybe I don't know, but
I think
it's
the
way
60. Yeah,
down,
yeah, yeah.
way down.
But they don't have the water part no more.
No, they tore that
Yeah,
down.
okay, cool. Yeah,
But the arcade and everything is all still there.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah,
been to it,
yeah.
but I totally have looked it
yeah.
up.
I love
a
karate.
nerd.
I love that. I love 80s, everything 80s. Yeah.
Really? So we're nerds just having like the Brady Bunch house around the corner. And
Yeah.
like the Wonder Years
Yeah.
house is right around the corner.
That's crazy. How are we talking about this?
There's
Growing
so
up in
much
LA,
there.
I can't believe that you even care about any of that shit.
I love that stuff.
It's amazing. To
I
me.
love movies. I think
I
that's
feel
what
like you'd be
that's what makes
oversaturated.
me happy. Movies. I
Same.
love movies.
What kind of movies?
Any kind of movie that just like
You like
I'm the
getting
kind of guy
lost?
that like I can't on Netflix. I can't just go through stuff and look for something. I'll have to like just you pick something. I said no, watch it. Because if not, I'm just gonna go
Me too. All
forever.
day long
I won't pick anything. I'll just like I don't want to watch any of this shit.
for 6 hours.
Yeah.
I'll waste a Sunday.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I know what I want to watch, then you can just go search for it.
Like sometimes I just watch National Geographic, like about these bugs that I forgot this bug, this bug that basically when it gets cold it freezes itself and it dies, and then when the sun comes out it comes back to
Thaws
life.
itself out.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's so fucking cool.
It is
But this is
cool.
me being a nerd on the road because on the road I'm by myself all day long.
Oh, I was gonna ask you if you smoke pot, but it's you just
No,
killing
it's just
time.
yeah, no, I don't like smoking pot. No,
Wow.
I literally am on the road like 6 months out of the year, so I'm on the road and I'm living in hotels by myself and I just watch TV. I watch
You gotta kill time.
I watch The Real. I watch Ellen DeGeneres. I watch anything. Sometimes I watch it in Spanish just to challenge my. I'm like, I want to practice my Spanish.
Dude,
Yeah.
you are a riot.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
What do you like? How are we gonna see you in the future? You know what I mean? Like, how can we keep up with you? I don't mean
Well,
like
I
plug your
have-
stuff. I mean,
I-
like, I want to do something with you. You got a great energy.
I have an agent and we're working on stuff. I mean, I actually just filmed a pilot. It's basically called Pub Crawl. We're trying to someone to pick it up. It's basically like you guys know who Guy Fieri is.
Yeah.
You know, he goes to restaurants, he tries food. blah, blah,
Diners,
blah.
drive-ins, and
Yeah,
dives, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, originally.
This is called pub crawl. It's the same concept, but I go to dive bars, and they tell me the history about the bar, when it's opened up, and we just drink and we have a fun time.
I would have
And
watched every single episode of that in the old days when I was drinking.
Yeah.
I wanted a show exactly like that, just something chill to do.
And it's
that.
just me hanging out like how we're hanging out right now, and we're just freaking having fun.
Yeah, instead of the guy who's like making over the bar, yelling at everybody.
Yeah. That's it.
Which is enjoyable in its own right. John
Yeah.
Tapper.
Depends on what you want.
I my dream is to be. I want to be an actor. I really want to be.
Oh.
I want to be an actor.
What?
Yeah. What?
Almost an hour in, and now we get to the meat of it. You're not
Well,
even
yeah.
doing what you want to do.
No.
So there's a whole nother chapter
I've
coming.
always wanted to be an actor. As I take acting classes. I go to auditions all the time. I haven't really picked anything up.
Why?
I
There's
don't
a
know.
reason for that, because you are great and you could be acting if you wanted to. Who's
I don't know.
your agent? What are they telling you? You know what I mean?
I don't have I have a manager who gets all the breakdowns. I don't get the opportunities I should get because I don't have a big agent. I actually recently did
that's the process too.
stand up NBC, and I made it to the semifinals. If you make it to the finals, you'll pick up like ICM, CAA, a big agency. I didn't make it to the finals, so I'm hoping next year I make it. This has been.
But you know
a
that's an
constant-
imaginary line anyway. Right?
Yeah,
The fact
totally.
that you were on the show is close enough to get the agent, probably.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
probably.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just
it's
waiting.
all-
I'm waiting for someone to just believe in me. I need a white Jew to go, hey, come on.
Well, maybe that's why I asked that question then. So
Yeah.
you would say that like you're ready to make the move, but you maybe need a little help.
Yeah, I need help. That's the problem.
Nothing wrong with that.
I totally need the help. I've been really doing everything I can on my end, but it's like I don't know. Something's missing.
Yeah. Well, you're not alone. I mean, that's so many people.
Yeah.
Are you? This is a weird question.
I
That's on a
submitted to
comedy
like
show.
HBO Latino to do like HBO special, and the guy told me, which I don't know if he listens to this. He said, you know what you need to do? You need to put yourself more out there.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm kind of
Pretty out there.
I'm pretty out there right now, you know. And it's like
Did
it's
it
almost
mean
like
take more chances.
it was almost like just tell me no, you know.
Yeah, but it's not a proper critique probably. For
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Because
And
you
I was
seem
like,
very out there.
I'm really out there, and
very honest.
I'm the kind of guy. If you give me an opportunity, like I came today half hour early. I'm always the guy that's on time. I put everything, my heart and soul in every project, and I will not fail you. That's always have been my attitude. And even if I do okay, I failed you in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because you didn't over deliver.
Yeah,
like you
I
wanted
always
to.
will deliver.
Your
you know?
bar is high.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Do you suffer from depression because of that? Because that's a lot to hang.
Yeah,
your
I do.
Your bar is so high, and you put it there.
Yep, I do.
That's impossible.
I'm depressed a lot.
That's impossible. Is that
That's-
one of the reasons you stay so busy?
That's why I'm busy because I need to. Maybe that's yeah.
Keep acting.
This has
been
Keep
therapy.
the mind. Keep the mind.
Yeah, that.
Well, your dad hit it on the head, man. I mean, if you've got shit to work out,
Yeah, literally. That's why I need to get up every night and talk and just.
You go up every night.
Every night I go up.
wow.
I'll
Not
find-
always
I'll
at the
find-
haha.
No, I'll find a bar show, open mic, anything.
Wow.
Yeah, like tomorrow I'm at the haha. Friday I'm at a bar show. Saturday I'm at a bar show. Sunday's family day. I'll probably maybe do a mic. Yeah,
What time do you get up, and what time do you go to bed at night?
that's the thing. If I have a show, I'll probably sleep until like 9 p.m., 9 a.m. But
Sleep until
I
9.
usually wake up like at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then what about? Are you at a club late at night and go to bed late?
yeah,
Oh, that's tough too.
yeah,
Man, no wonder you want that actor's lifestyle.
yeah.
They get
Yeah.
up, but they get to wait around for a long time. before they have
Yeah,
to
I
work.
literally I wanna be on like a sitcom or something. Yeah.
Oh well, now you're getting picky.
Yeah.
Cush, that's a cush actor
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
We
Not
had-
even like the star. I'll be the guy that comes in the door like Kramer.
We had the guy who created that '70s show, Mark Brazil here,
Yeah.
and he was just like, he's like, it's the greatest thing in the world. There's nothing to compare it to. It's the best job in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Having a
literally.
sitcom is
That's
the
it.
best job on the world in any
Yeah.
production capacity.
Yeah. I did background for Marlon Wayans' movie 50 Shades of Black, and just be like, since I know Marlon, he didn't treat me like a background actor. Like I was in his trailer. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're a
this is
friend.
dope. I was like, he let me eat wherever they were eating instead of the other food.
Different catering.
Yeah, I was like,
Different.
wow, this is amazing. I'm like, it just felt so good. Like he put me in like 10 scenes, and I was like there all day long, and it was just like he kept on telling me, take acting classes, Jack, take acting classes. So I've just been taking acting classes and just working on myself and
Do you
trying
feel
to
that
lose
you're
weight, trying to like I grew my hair for an afro. I have so many different looks. I mean, I'm doing everything they're telling me to do. I'm just waiting for that you know, that opportunity.
Do you feel that you're improving? Do you feel you're getting better as
Oh,
you
I
as you
totally
do it?
feel I'm getting better. I
And when
totally
you
feel I'm getting
going
better.
through the classes
But I
and
also
stuff?
feel like the depression too is getting higher, you know? So,
Well, that happens the harder you work and the further you know, if you're not
yeah.
when you don't feel if somehow your cells feel like I should have achieved my goal by now,
Yeah.
and you haven't because you're still working, there's a weird resentment that gets built up in your own brain
Yeah.
and body,
Totally.
and that's a struggle. In
That
its
is
own
a
right
huge
that
struggle.
Can lead to depression.
And people that I've helped, or like, you know, I felt like a lot of people have been. I've heard from other people that people talk shit about me, and
Well,
it's
that's
like,
everybody.
and then my wife's like, they talk shit because you're doing so much, and they're like, they're not doing anything. And I'm a Taurus. I'm so sensitive. I'm like, what did I do? I didn't do anything to them, you know. But it's just that makes me depressed. Like when people that think are my friends are talking bad about me,
Yeah.
that hurts, you know.
It does hurt,
Yeah.
but that's part of being public, and we're learning that.
Yeah.
You want to be liked by everybody. I mean, that's
Totally.
sort of like the natural thing. You're
Yeah.
just like, I like
But you're never
everybody.
gonna
I want
get
them
that.
to like me.
You're never-
No, you can't.
The bigger you get, the more haters you're gonna get,
That's
which sucks.
Finding
what everybody
that
says.
hurts like a mother. But once you understand that's part of it, it's like, okay.
Yeah, like I'm the type when my wife gets mad at me, she's the kind of leave me alone. I need a few hours to cool off, and I'm like, no, fix this right now.
I'm your wife. She's you, without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Yeah, I
Why?
can't.
What is it? How do you think it's going to fix in that? Are you ever able to remedy it in that moment by using that
Yeah,
tactic? Really? We're just going to fix this now because I
Yeah.
fucking said so?
basically.
I don't know what you're fixing at that
No,
point.
we're not. She hates it. She goes, we're fine. Just leave me alone. I said, you know, man. I said, you know what? Yeah, man, you're just like everyone else, man. Everyone hates me.
But she doesn't, of course.
I know, of course not.
I just think whenever we get into something, it's like you just need a few minutes to like.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine
Yeah.
once both of those little meters drop down.
And you know what we fight about? I'm a comedian. I have no filter. I'll say it doesn't stop. It just comes out.
So is she
And
have
she
the Howard
goes,
Stern
what the hell? Why would you say that? I go,
Because it popped in there.
dude, literally, it's just, and it's like that all the time. We'll go to a family party. My sister will be like, hey guys, FYI,
Oh,
my
no.
brother's coming right now, and he has no filter. So if you get offended by anything he says, I'm sorry. And then
a
I
professional
walk in, and they're
comedian.
like, oh, we
God.
get it. And I'm like, what'd you say to them? She's like, I just gave them the disclaimer.
But priming the pump like that makes it seem like you're Rain Man, and then all of a sudden the perceptions change.
Yeah.
She's seasoned the pot before the course was put in there.
Yeah, but I'm still freaking hilarious, so they laugh anyway.
At the end of the day, he's like, I don't care.
I don't care.
It's still an audience.
It's a challenge. Yeah.
Mr. Lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to tell
That's
girls that in
amazing.
high school, I'll be like, listen, I'm an asshole. Do not date me. I'm a better friend. And
But you're
girls
not
would
really
love.
an asshole.
I know, but girls would like that. Girls like assholes.
I
I'm
can
a
tell.
teddy bear.
Maybe
I'm
they
just a
like
teddy
the fact
bear.
that you were so
I
straightforward.
used to love guys like you in high school.
Yeah.
That's the jam.
Asshole. Asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is with me, I'm a fake asshole. I'm a really nice guy.
That's what I can see.
Yeah.
You're a softie in
So
there.
softy.
What?
But I listen to
I
if
see a
I
sensitive
may,
guy inside.
I listen to Tonic and Three Doors Down, dude.
We all find that shit out.
I'm here
You guys are
without
all.
you, baby. That's right. I listen to
Hilarious.
Lithium on XM Radio. I'm
my
a
God,
very
you are
sad
depressed.
soul. On the way here, I listen to Collective Soul.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, you're
whoa.
90s depressed.
90s. I'm a freaking Kurt Cobain.
Oh.
Wow. Well, how's this? You got 2 new fans today.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man.
I mean, just sitting here, and hopefully
Perfect.
more through the show.
Yeah, man. I just thank you. Appreciate it.
We can't wait to come see you. for
Come see me
sure.
tomorrow night.
Maybe tomorrow night, depending on if we get the show up
Oh,
in
okay,
time.
yeah.
Because that sounds great to see you
Yeah.
and Bert Kreischer. That'd be a lot of fun.
The machine.
What else? You got other dates too, because you're doing the improv.
Oh, I'm doing so many dates.
So how do people? Let's do that. Let's do the billboard section. This is the part of the show that we call billboard. Camera 4 is all you. Please plug away anything.
Where's camera 4?
This one right
Oh,
here.
hello. Hello, everybody. December 12th, I'll be at the Ice House in Pasadena. December 24th, I will be at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento. December 29th through January 7th, I'll be in Las Vegas at the LA Comedy Club inside the Stratosphere, now called the Strat
That's right.
Hotel and Casino. And then February, Valentine's Day weekend, I'll be in Portland. I have so many more dates.
That's
I can't
awesome.
remember.
But go to the website. It's probably the best.
Oh, yeah, jackjuniorcomic.com.
Jack
Yeah.
Junior Comic, and then
Which I
social
need someone
media.
to update my website. I'm so bad with that.
I was not gonna say that. I noticed that.
Yeah.
It's pretty old dates on
It's
there.
so my person quit on me without letting me know.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's always the case. What about social media? How do we find you on?
You
the
can follow
Instagram?
me at Jack Junior Comic, JACKJR Comic, all over
Oh, it's all the same for everything.
everything.
Beautiful. There's
Perfect.
a guy who knows how to market.
Professional. If you guys don't know that there's websites too, please holler at me because I need someone.
Oh, that's true.
I really need someone to fix my website.
So you
I want a
are
whole new website.
open and willing to help wherever it comes.
Yeah,
Open, open to blessings and. Such.
Oh, I also have a podcast called Comedy Club Confessions.
Damn it! I was
totally
going to get to that
forgot that.
next. So
I actually need someone, a new co-host, because my co-host, I'm about to fire him.
instead of
Hey, guys.
instead of plugging that, let's talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
What is Comedy Confessions podcast?
So basically, I grew up in a comedy club. And
Comedy Club Confessions.
Yeah,
right?
I grew up in a comedy club, and I've seen stuff. I've seen comics fight each other. I've seen comics steal jokes from each other. I've seen comics have sex. I've seen so much stuff. So I'm like, dude, there's so many stuff that we keep inside. So I'll ask comics, like, tell me a story that you were on the road and you saw something, and that's it. It's a 30 minutes, easy listen.
love it.
30 minutes is a quick listen. And I have anywhere from comments that are up here, down here, it's everywhere.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Where do you do it?
At my buddy's house, but he's so busy right now that
I mean, is it a studio or do you just
it's
need
like
a,
this.
Oh wow.
No, not like this. I'm sorry. It's
no.
2 mics and like this.
Yeah.
It's
but
at home.
That's
It's not a studio.
Here in LA.
Yeah.
So is the buddy the co-host?
He's the co-host because he was
so it's not going to be at his place once he gets fired.
100%.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I need equipment. I
Who
need
are
all
you
that.
looking for? What kind of co-host
Are you
looking
I mean anybody.
for? I'm open to anything.
Then
We
you guys are the new
all we do-
co-host.
I'm asking you, myself or Mrs. Ryan, or both of us.
Yeah, I mean if I'm telling
I'm
you,
not picturing myself for the job,
all
but
that-
I'm saying that
I
want
think
to
we
do
would
more
work well
things like
together
this.
because you're very you're smart. You use big words, and I'm the funny one.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm the one they like.
So it goes.
Great. You are great. Everybody should like you.
This is awesome though. I would love to talk about it. Oh, this is cool. There's TV too. I didn't see that.
Did you not know that this was all being recorded?
Oh wow. Damn, I look
Who
fat.
knew?
I'm gonna hit the gym.
I think you look great. Well, keep us updated on that.
Yeah.
Let you or whatever.
No, I'm really looking for a guy. So if you wanted to, if you're interested, yeah.
And it's just audio, right? You don't need the video and everything,
No,
or you
just
can if you
audio.
want.
Just audio.
And then you have other guests come in.
Yeah. I can do it at the club, haha, and that's all we need is 2 mics and the Zoom or whatever. What do you use? This is a lot of equipment.
We have a whole television studio here, but
Yeah.
because we started this as just a podcast, we also have all of that old equipment too. So
is
my
really
point
cool.
is, we still have all the other stuff.
This is
Should
cool.
it be
I like
needed?
this.
Well, Dave had all that already.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
So the comedy club, and what is that? Is that anywhere you can find a podcast?
It's everywhere but Spotify because Spotify don't. Yeah. I don't know. It was my engineer's decision.
But it costs nothing.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
on
We're on
Apple,
Spotify.
Google. It's on
All right.
I
So
never
almost anywhere podcasts. Are
I
available.
never understood that too. I
He
don't know.
has his reasons, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has his reasons.
That's cool. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, we were really consistent. We used to put one out every week, but then he's got really busy because he's an actor too, and he does
Can you say who it is?
yeah, it's J.R. Cruz. He's a comic. He's a comedian. He's a
J.R. Cruz.
Yeah,
So it was 2 JRs.
That's what I'm-
And
that's
you
what- that's
maybe
what- that's what
another
our
one?
last guest said.
And
He goes-
maybe another one.
yeah. That's what. That's literally what our last guest like. It's like Jack Jr. is so full of himself. He's like Jack Jr. because J.R.
Another junior. Yeah.
So yeah,
And Jay
Good
Ryan
branding.
would fit the same
good
thing.
branding.
All right, so tomorrow you're going to be at the
Ha Comedy
Ha
Club.
here with Bert Kreischer, so people in town should definitely check that out.
Bert
Tickets
Kreischer.
available through the haha
Website.
Yeah.
What time is that?
HaHaCafe.com. 10 p.m. It's a late
It's
show.
late.
10
Oh, this
p.m.
is the show
show.
you added for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
very
early show's like a school comedy graduation. So we added a late show.
A school
just
comedy
for him.
graduation?
Like
A
a
comedy school
Comedy
graduation.
school graduation, yeah.
Okay, a buyout.
I don't know. It's
All right.
not my show.
But Bert Kreischer at 10. All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you
I
for
have
having me.
totally enjoyed getting to know you,
Thank
and
you,
I
man.
feel like we probably will see each other in the future.
I think so we will, yeah.
Awesome. Mrs. Ryan, I love you so much. Who do we have tomorrow?
I love you too. tomorrow is Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday, and we have John Benton.
Right. Jeez, that's who it is.
We
I
are-
can't wait to see him.
Same here. A lot has been going on with this fella, including not his entire business, but a big fire and a lot of historical Porsche stuff going. And we're going to talk all about that stuff tomorrow and the big dig out, which they are going through now. They're just amazing progress down at Benton Performance. John Benton will be here tomorrow. Mrs. Ryan, I love you so much.
I love
Thank
you.
you for everything. This guy's watching himself on television. I love it. We love you so much, man. I don't want to say
You're
jackass.
awesome. I can't wait to see more
we love
of
you
you
so
guys
much,
together.
Jack
Appreciate it.
Junior, and we're going to see you soon. We love everybody at home. That's it, right, Mrs. Ryan?
Yes.
All right, let's push the button. Have a
Boom.
great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. That was great. How long was it? An hour?
Yeah.
Dude, it felt like 10 minutes.
Goes so fast.
Yeah, I mean, when we take the break out, it'll be probably like an hour 5.